everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it could be fun to go through my journal ecosystem. If you are watching this video, you may be looking at this file here and thinking, what am I looking at? What is going on here? And it does look like a lot, but it's not that much when we go through. These are already used up ones, so I'm not that crazy, I swear. I am a pretty extensive journaler though. I have always been an analog person. I've always taken my notes by writing them instead of on the computer, etc, etc. So I thought it would be fun today to just show you my process and give you some inspiration if you do want to get back into the analog journaling space. There's a lot, so let's get started. I'm going to start off with my daily journal. So in 2020, I want to say 2023, I started a daily journal. I've just realized that I don't have enough room on this bench for everything. Okay, so yeah, in 2023 I started a daily journal. This here was the first journal that I started with. I did really like this one. It's not lined, it's actually dotted, and it's a little larger. I think this size is an A5. I obviously had to decorate it with some stickers and one on the back. Save the bees, trees and seas. So this is a dot journal. It has a little opening here which I like, and I don't want to like out myself with some of the stuff in here, but it is a daily journal. So when I started it, my handwriting is so much smaller than it is now. So I started on the 21st of the 8th, 2023, and this goes till the 7th of the 3rd, 2024. I mark the new year with these little tabs here, just because I like to see 2024 started here. So that was my first journal. I wanted to give a different type a go next, so I went for this smaller. I think this is a B6 size. Obviously we've got the stickers again. I'll move my hand sanitizer out of the shot. So I did also like this size. I believe this one is lined, and again I stick in just cute little stickers and things from what I've been doing that day. This one, when it's full, like like it is now, unfortunately you can't close this little clasp. So although I like the actual journal and the size, that is a sort of issue for me, so I don't think I will go for this specific one again, even though I do like it. And this journal ended on the 30th of October 2024, which is pretty cool. After I finished that one, I went back to the original style journal that I started with, the dot journal, and obviously stickers on the back. This one is pretty full, so this still closes, but it sometimes pops itself open, which is fine. And this one marked we have a new year, so this one was 2025. We go camping on the new year, so there's some photos, and I had some things that I wanted to do in 2025. And this one ended in July the 15th of July 2025. So that is a daily journal. My current one, I moved away from that style because I wanted to give something else a go. This is the Any Day Now journal. Stickers again, obviously, and on the back just a little mushroom. I liked this one because it has an inbuilt pen holder here, so don't mind me, I've sort of like absolutely put this through the ringer. I don't think I'm gonna go for another one like this, only like the Any Day Now ones, only because I like that it has, this one has like one of these little closure things, but I prefer to mark my page with one of these. It's a lot easier because this is meant to close over the top here, and then I have no page marker, so I prefer it doesn't have one of those, so that's frustrating. I have almost finished this one as well. I think I've got like 4 or 5 more pages left. I do have a few options for what I'm going to pick after this. Whoops. I do have a few options for what I'm going to pick after this one. I'm just not too sure. So this one encompasses this whole year, and we do have a 2026 start. This is where the 2026 started. Sorry, I should say it encompasses all of last year. And I'm up to 7th of January. And I'm on journal entry 907. This is a lined one as well. And yeah, like I said, I've only got this many pages to fill. So that is my daily journal. For me, journaling daily just clears up my mind. I can be quite, I wouldn't say angry, but things can annoy me quite easily, so I find that journaling about my day sort of makes me leave what frustrated me in that day in the journal, and I can sort of start fresh the next day. those are my daily journals. The next type of journal that I have, this is a cover and inserts from Creator's Friend. So, in here there are different types of books. I haven't started using them all, but I've got just a plain dot type here. I don't know if you can see that. This is the Australian native birds collection. I love that. I've got another plain dotted one, and this is a lined one here, and that's what's in there at the moment. So this first one, I'm just going to cover what I wrote because I don't know exactly what I wrote. This I use for a sort of gratitude journal. I have these different gratitude cards, and I've got these ones, and these I will take out a card and then write my thoughts about it and stick it in. This one here is my art journal, or a sort of junk journal as the kids like to call it. We used to call it scrapbooking, but I'm not that old. And here I just do art, do whatever I feel like. I got really into gel plating. It will focus. So I was doing that for a bit. This is probably my favorite spread. That's all I've done in there. This one's empty at the moment, and this last one is actually keeping track of all of my plants in my garden. If you watched my garden video, you will know about all of these plants. So I recommend watching that because I had a lot of fun filming it, and it's one of my favorite videos on my channel because I love spending time in my garden. So here I just track information about the plant, the name, the species, sort of what it looks like or what it's supposed to look like, and requirements: minimal water. Do I need to take it out of the frost? I've got one more here that I haven't put in because this is not perennial, so it will die at the end of the season, but I just want to see more about it before I put it in. This is my second year growing these, and they're absolutely stunning. I just don't know if I want to replant them every year. So that is this journal. Alrighty. The next journal I keep is this little baby. This is the Stalogy Editor Series. It is meant to be a 365-day notebook, but I don't use it that way because the lines, it's very small, and it's got like, you can sort of circle what day, what month, and it's got the dates down here. This is my movie journal where I track the movies I've seen and my thoughts. Not all of them have thoughts just because I've seen so many movies. through all of the movies that I had seen. And so they are in like sort of, they're in release order. So if I go to the start here, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is the oldest movie I've seen, and it's not until probably maybe here that it starts to, yeah, here is where it starts, where once I wrote all of the movies that I had seen in, here is where it starts most recently. So I just write my thoughts and my rating. I do have a letterboxd, but I do like to do it analog as well. I've got a few movies that I've seen recently that I need to add into here, but I love this. It's so fun, it's so cute. The next journals that I have here are related to books. I have released a video on sort of my process of what I do after I finish a book, but that has changed a little bit. I used to have a dedicated journal that was set out for books, but I swapped to this one just because I was running out of pages under certain letters, and I just wanted to do it this way instead. So here I have it set out into, well, each page is a book, and I sort of write down the author, what I read it on. So read this one paperback and the year of release and the days that I spent reading it. I do have the dog-eared for the year, so these are all the books that I read in 2025, and this is what I started in 2026. So you can just see like when it's closed. This whole chunk here are the books that I read in 2025. I also have a running list at the front here where I write down the books, and I just have this bookmarked. I have some more books I need to add to this as well, because I finished two extra books that I haven't written in here yet. So yeah, that is the actual like thoughts journal. And I just have this to keep it closed. It's probably not essential, but it is what it is. And then, if you have seen that other video that I was talking about, you know what this is. This one is almost full, but it is my quote book, where I write down my favourite quotes that I highlighted from a book. Again, I've got the books at the front, and then I just write all my thoughts in here. I've literally only got one more page left in this, and I do have a few that I need to put in here. I'm not very up to date at the moment. I have a replacement for this one. I've really enjoyed this journal. This is the Clairefontaine. I'm not too sure like what type of fabric this is, but I've really enjoyed the way this is laid out. I think be a quote book. So I've got another one of these to replace this one when she's finished. My cat has pica and she started to eat this, so that's why that's like that. I plan to keep her away from the next one. Oh my god, my desk is such a mess. Okay. This next journal I keep in my bag. I keep it with the tarot deck that I take with me because this is the Paper Republic journal, I should say, in their smallest size, and I made this for it because I thought it was cute and I wanted a little dangly thing of it. So in here I have these divination coins. I can pull them out. These are coins used, and you like spin them or throw them like a coin toss almost. And this is the guide on how to read them. So I keep those in here. I've got it folded up like a little pouch so they don't fall out. The first book here I use for tarot reading. So I sort of set an intention and pull the card and draw what I can out of that card about what I'm thinking about. So it's sort of like a reflection tool. That's what I use the first book for, and then I print out the card that I pulled. This, I haven't used this second book here, but in this book I've started writing the word of the day and its meaning because I would like to expand my vocabulary more. This has just been a fun little way to think about something that I wouldn't normally and learn something new. And I haven't used this last page, but this essentially I want to function, and my pen is here. I want this to function as a commonplace book that I take with me because I keep it in my bag, and so when I see something I want to write down, I put it in this book. I only started this one. I started the tarot readings in this before, but I've only started taking this with me everywhere at the start of this year. So I love the colour of this cover too. It's super pretty. Alright, the last thing I have to show you is my calendar. This also goes with me everywhere, and this also acts as my new phone case. This year for me is about being on my phone less, so this I am using as my phone case. I put my phone in here when I'm not using it, and it forces me to take this everywhere with me, but it also acts as my wallet. I've got my cards up in here. I've got some photos of my family in here. I've got a guitar pick, and here's a photo of my cats, and I've got some more that I take with me that I just slip in there. But this is my 2026 journal. Let me flip to a page with nothing on it. So I've written in headings of the things to do, and I also have a thoughts of the week, and this is where I write if I've got things to do, uni assignments, etc. on this side. I have it pinned away, but there is also a is where I write birthdays and when bills are due and other such things. I just have to bind away because I like to be able to open this straight to the day. I also absolutely adore this cover. This is the Hobonichi, or however you say it, Weeks 2026. I previously had on my phone a flip cover, and so I had all my cards in there, but now, because I want to take this with me everywhere, this acts as my new phone case. I know it's big and bulky, but that's the intention and the point. I don't have anything here at the moment, but this is also a pocket to keep things in. So yes, that is my journaling ecosystem. I know it's a lot, but I really love keeping physical journals and being able to come and return to my thoughts on things. So I highly recommend doing so if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It is 42 degrees today, which is like 102, maybe 104 Fahrenheit for my American audience. So it is an absolute scorcher outside. That's why this video is so dark. If you're wondering, I have the blinds closed because it is so hot outside. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in my next video.